Hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to get started with the messages coming up at this time. So before starting this reading, I was cleaning out the cloth on the table and I felt a little bump somewhere around here. So I lifted this up and I found a tiny, what looked like, I don't know what it is, but it was dried up anyway, but it was very tiny. And yeah, there I went down the rabbit hole, a mini rabbit hole, and I was doing a research about the princess and the pea. Yeah, so the story of the princess and the pea came to mind, and I did a bit of research about it. And I feel like that is actually connected to this reading regarding the high sensitivity that a lot of you are in. And yeah, I'm picturing the Nine of Swords energy and also your connection to, it's like your detective energy that is being highlighted, even though it's not fun. So you're having like major spiritual awakenings at this time, major and minor all at the same time. And you need to know that your ancestors, all right, you have your guides that are celebrating you. Okay, to say the word is, I would say, more of exaltation, adoration and praise than even celebration. So it's like they see you, you are being seen for the little things that you are experiencing. But yeah, these are things that, or experiences that you're having that are so tiny, that are so minute, and they're also a reflection of your royalty. So you're having heightened instincts at this time. You're highly observant. And one of the reasons your guides adore you right now is because you have that capacity to seek information. You have that capacity, and in the process of seeking information, you're able to have a pausing period or a waiting period between a trigger, all right? So it could be any kind of trigger, positive, negative, but between something that comes within and or without, there's a period that you're giving yourself before taking action or doing anything about it. So that is to do with decision making in general. And with that, with the way that you're moving right now, it's putting you in a place of leadership. In other words, whatever trigger that comes to you, or whatever changes that you're making, like as a result of that, if it was supposed to cause you setback, if it was supposed to, again, intentionally, unintentionally, if it was to do that, is actually the way that I'm getting this exaltation is shining light upon insecurities, is shining light upon setbacks as well, where the shining light is not so much, you know how I detected that little pea or whatever it was right there. Yes, shining light on it and seeing is for you. It's like you're seeing how to heal, and then from there you're having a resurrection, you're having an awakening of you. So you're in the process of a major awakening, and there's an exaltation. I'm getting an emphasis on Jupiter. There's an expansion of the evolution that you're having from these processes. So I feel like this message is to say to honor your process, because there's something, it's like you, in all of that, you're still, there's this energy of, it's like you know that there's something coming in for you, and part of this process is even releasing the outcome. It's releasing the outcome of how it needs to be. There's also another message about your, yeah, this is why I like to move to the other table, because sometimes it can be a bit noisy on this side of my home. Yeah, talk about the next message, and it's about improvisation. You're able to improvise. Okay, so they're bringing to light about your capacity to improvise, and how that continues to uplift you. So it's like you're able to bring about different parchments, different pieces. Even if they don't fit, you make them fit. And from there, you're having victory. From there, you're having victory. You're coming to literally be in the reality shift. You're becoming part and parcel of the reality shift. You are the shift in reality right now. Every dimension, 1D, 3D, 5D, 7D, beyond, you're becoming part of that. You are that. Why? Because I'm getting the detective, okay? So you're able to detect. Your capacity to detect is heightened. Your gifts. You have gifts that are returning to you, and they're going to serve you and take you much further than you can ever imagine. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't know what I just said, Scorpio, but I feel like that message needed to come out. Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Five of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So with this Four of Swords, all these cards are giving me some form of cleansing. With this 14, that is 5, 5. So 5, 5 is telling me that there are some changes that are happening, and there's a restoration that you could be doing as well, where you're building strategy. That is that energy of improvisation. And the Ace of Pentacles feels like a new beginning, a new offer. I want to see more about the Ace of Pentacles. Death. Queen of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Star. So the Queen of Wands, King of Wands over here. With the Death card, which is number 13. There's a profound transformation. There's a take back of control that you're doing. You're taking the position of control and leadership. You're also overcoming limitations. A lot to do with your dream space is highlighted here. A form of space, okay? There are some spaces in your memory that are being returned as well. And you're being guided to trust this. Yep, the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands is saying that it's happening. It's happening. And the Star also is saying that it's happening. So it's just how you create, I would say, a better relationship with this process as well is so important, okay? So it's not so much going too much on the surface where maybe you're laughing about it, or you're making, it's a form of avoidance with the Death card sometimes. So there could be that maybe avoidance as well that may want to creep in. And at the same time, not going too deep where you're not moving or you are not being in the flow. But with the Star card, Temperance, it's giving me a childlike, higher level energy. Okay, that is that exaltation that I'm getting. There's an exaltation. There's something that is shining light upon what is working. I know there is this song, I think it's by Dolly Parton, is it Coat of Many Colors? And there's also this Japanese mythology of the cracked plates and how they use gold particles, and that cracked plate becomes even more expensive, right? So this is the kind of exaltation that you're coming to, and it's happening. It's actually happening. You're coming to you're coming to a position of exaltation. I don't know how to describe that much further than what is coming up as. It's saying exaltation, being put in the spotlight, something that is supposed to bring you down, something that is supposed to cause you setback, limitation, is actually bringing you out. This is your truth. This is the truth. You see, temperance is about the inner truth, exploration, connection with the higher self, spirit. And with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, I'm getting that thing of a reclamation of power. So you have your guides that are working with you. This is not the first time. The Temperance is also giving me a wilderness energy. So you could have some connection to animals at this time, you and people around you. But there's that emphasis on your protection, your security, your, like, everything that is to do with your security. So that is to do with your home, your stability, your structure, your foundation. And this foundation picture, it lifted up from the ground. It's like, yeah, it's like you're floating. So you have animals that notice that, you have children, you have even your own connection to the inner child. So your inner child is smiling at you right now. Your inner child feels seen by you. There's a lot that you're observing about yourself, and you're doing the hard work of, accepting that, hey, I feel this way, I feel that way, or yeah, maybe this is what is happening. There's a lot of that you are acknowledging, and your capacity to be in the flow. You see Jupiter once again. So Jupiter is all about the ups and downs. That is the wheel of karma. Your capacity to go up and down, that Eight of Wands kind of energy, the roller coaster, and still be able to hold space for others, still be able to show up for you. Now that is definitely worth an applause if you ask me. I'm hearing an uproar here. This is an uprising. This is like you being celebrated. It's like something that was supposed to... have you ever seen people who go on the internet? They have no idea what they're doing, but then, yeah, while it may be negative, but they receive some kind of popularity. The way that I'm getting your popularity, you actually feel like you could be famous, or you're about to be famous. Of course, if that is your path, but I'm getting a recognition for you. You're being recognized for something here, or you're about to be. So what may feel like a setback, Scorpio, is actually catapulting you forward. It's elevating you. It's bringing you to a position, I'll say it once again, exaltation, position of exaltation. I want to get more about the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, because I'm getting an energy of regret as well. Could be. Let's see. King of Cups, and then the Ten of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. So Queen of Wands, 1, 2, and 3. So that is 3 wands. There's a door being opened for you here. The Knight of Wands is clearing the way. This is a protection guardian. This is, you have some connection to Leo energy, or maybe Sagittarius, Aries as well, but I'm getting emphasis on Leo and Sagittarius, and even the Mars. So Mars is clearing the way. There's something that is clearing the way here, and a door is being opened. What you're being guided to do regarding decision making, whatever you're doing. I feel like you're taking more time, you're observing, and you're going from there. This is you in the Four of Swords. So I feel like you're doing something here, and then it's opening the door. Keep going with that, because you still have that fire that is working for you. With the King of Cups and the Five of Cups, that adds up to 6 cups. So there is a past, there's something that you are, yeah, I feel like you're improving your experience here, and you are holding even more space. You could also have some connection to maybe fire and water. This is Cancer, Pisces, and or Scorpio. But I feel like this is about your rising. This is about your resurrection. This is about a recollection of your life force energy. You see that zapping? Something that was supposed to put you in an energy of sacrifice. Something that was supposed to sacrifice you. They were supposed to keep you hooked up somewhere. As much as I want to come to the present to talk about a love connection or something happening in terms of like a relationship, I feel like that is ultimately coming together. So I'm being guided to focus more on the past, especially with the Ace of Pentacles energy. There's something that someone in your energy or some people were supposed to put you as a sacrificial energy, okay? Sacrificial, in a sacrificial position. You were supposed to sacrifice yourself, your time, your energy, everything about you and your well-being. I feel like you have cut off this cycle, or you're in the process of cutting this off. However you're moving forward, you have made the right decision. Because this was draining. This was draining you, and they're still trying to drain you in the background. There's something that they're still trying to get to you. This could be in your dream space. Wow, Scorpio. And this is where the death is coming with the Ace of Pentacles. There's something that was supposed to be taken from you in terms of your livelihood, your truth. And now they're seeing you fight like never before. You're having the biggest warfare that I have seen, that I have ever seen. And this is because, you know, we're in Mercury retrograde right now. Venus retrograde as well. And there is a portal with this 3-1. So this is like a portal, a ring of fire that is around you, that you're surrounded by. While you feel the exhaustion, while you may feel the drainage, the work that you're doing or your own part, whatever you're doing, you're backed up. I'm getting a cushion effect. I'm getting a cushion that is backing you up to make the landing safer, softer. And this is all part of your security, your added security. Remember, I'm talking more on the energetic level here. And you can apply this in the way that it relates to your well-being, your emotional, energetic. I'm getting hormonal as well. Because all of this is also impacting your stress levels. You're fighting for your dear life right now. You are fighting, and this is not you. You're not doing this fight alone. You're not fighting alone. You're not in this alone, because you're winning. This is real. The plan was to drain you. This is to do with the shadows of the past. And this is where you're also being in that detective energy. You have that capacity to know where it's hurting. You have that capacity to hold space for people to know where it's hurting. And this is what is bringing like-minded individuals to you in such a way that there is an understanding of divine. What do you want of me here? My guides, what do you want of me here? Because you know that it's bigger than you. What you have experienced, others have as well. And because you're dealing with community, any kind of community or any context that we're looking at, you understand that showing up authentically is paramount. So this is where you're given the strength, because you also are experiencing yours. You're experiencing yours. So there are some things that you are navigating, and you have your guides that are lifting you. Yeah, I'm getting that lift off energy right where you're standing. You're able to shine light on struggles without having to make them your struggles. And you trust that it will reach the right person. You trust that just by showing up authentically. Okay, remember we had the star, that Leo energy. So there's something about the alignment that is also happening for you. So with this 4 swords and 10 swords, that adds up to 14. This is you moving in grace and flow. This is you being even more compassionate with yourself. One foot in front of another. That is what the Temperance is saying. And your truth is reverberating through the entire cosmos right now. You do not need to say a lot. I'm getting silence on your part, so you could be in this place where you're more silent, or you're choosing to be more silent, or you're choosing silence. The Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're having some beautiful flow. Yeah, there's a flow that is incoming for you regarding security foundation, something that keeps you in a stable place. You're having that coming for you. I feel like you can feel this as well. It's all happening. It's all coming together. And the beautiful thing about this coming together, it's a changing puzzle. It's a puzzle that continues to shift, and this is what is putting you in this Temperance energy. But somehow there are some situations that are wanting to pull you back, wanting to get back in, wanting to, it's a hunting kind of energy, okay? And you're rising in your power. You're rising. You need to know that you're rising, and you're a mirror now. Yeah, you're becoming a mirror to other people. And the way it's being designed is in such a way where you're becoming a mirror to the people who need to, who want to do the work, or who want to see themselves. Of course, there will be other people who may react in a different way. The Knight of Wands is giving me, even if they react in a different way, they can't come to you because of the level that you're on. So they can't come to you, they can only run. And this is where, if we look at it on a more relational aspect, let's say this is a love connection, like what came earlier. If you see a runner, for example, then maybe they saw something in you that they run away from. And it will be left for them to, maybe they go in to do some healing and then they will come back, right? So we can apply this in that perspective as well. But the point is, if something, it is a way of saying that delay is not denial. Delay is also a form of protection. So the way that you're highly protected, not everyone can come to you. So if maybe something goes silent, or someone goes silent, and you really want communication, then maybe not maybe actually, is saying that this is what is happening. They're running away from something. Maybe you reflected something to them. And you're having a heightened sense of aura, so you're able to sense aura. You may see colors as well, or you may feel into the temperature of colors, because the Knight of Wands is giving me hot and cold. So there's something about your ability to feel into temperatures and feel into auras. Your gifts are becoming multidimensional. Apart from the basic clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance, you're having a lot more gifts come to you, even to do with your taste, the way that you see. Your inner vision is seeing a lot right now, okay? And this is where you are, this is part of your protection. So I feel like what you're being guided to do is to get comfortable in the ring. Get comfortable in the ring of the protection or the fire that is protecting you. This is you, Phoenix rising. Yeah, there's a Phoenix rising here. This is the Phoenix rising. What do we have for Scorpio? Freedom, absolutely. And then roll the dice. That is like the star, 4, 3, 2. At the bottom of the deck, you are in the flow. I'm being guided to read in the flow card. The universe is sending you help. Tap into your inner power to go deeper, to create the purposeful life you really want to have. There is a massive calling that is happening for you. This is a calling. This is something calling you. Yeah, you have a bigger calling here, and you're going to be revealed that. You're going to be revealed that because you're no longer in the same place. So trust the call and trust your path. Angels and ancestors, what do we have for Scorpio? Drum, dream and journey. At the bottom of the deck, Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So the drum card is the Four of Cups energy. This is bringing inner visions into reality. This is what is happening for you. I mean, this is massive, okay? This is a massive energy. It's, to call it powerful doesn't do the energy justice. It's massive, and that is what it is. So I hope that I was able to convey this message as best as possible, and I'll come back with more videos as well, and sending so much love. Bye-bye.